Howdy, howdy, gamers, pirates. So since I have done the 117 with 6 minutes damage and that stuff, on each dragon, I thought it would be best to hit the 112s now. They brought them back, so who knows what's going to happen. But let's dive into it. This is unknown territory. So theoretically speaking, if my one Zelos and Dragon can do the 117 target, this should be a breeze, right? Uh, so let's take a look at this. All right, that's interesting. Smaller. Well, actually, it seems yeah, it's smaller, but kind of elongated. I don't. It looks. Uh. Hmm. Don't know what to think about this. I wonder if those missiles have the same effect. So the counter, if it's countered, and then it does a splash. So we will see how it goes. Let's do the same way we do others. Oh, look at that. It does do. Whoa. Something hit me hard. Don't know what hit me hard, but something got me good. Now, if this is I think this is the full damage. So, we'll see. Taking pretty decent damage in this thing already. But I mean, who's to say? Uh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, look at that! What the fuck is that? How many frostbites are those? How many cold snaps are those? Which is which? Yeah, it's a little bit overkill with that shit. Not that many mortars though, so getting hit by that mortar. Good lord. Taking a huge amount of damage. Let's go around town. Cause that's a lot of damage. But honestly speaking, I think they made it that the 112 is fully, the full target, and the 117 is still. I don't know. If they ramp up the damage of the 112, or the 117, I have no clue. Maybe I'll switch back to MX3 for this shit. Looks like I'm getting all the frostbites, so. I'm gonna think about this. Taking a lot of damage. But I think I got damaged by some of the. You could snipe, you could splash those suckers out pretty easily in this target. So I don't see. Alright, let's test it out. I'm going to do a test on the Alright, so the yeah, right. Don't try monoliths and Zelos in this. It's not going to go pretty. The monolith Zelos build is gone because the splash from the missile will damage your Zelos quite a bit. So it's not going to work anymore, sadly. And then the mortars. I'm not liking this target at all. It's quite a bit of damage. So that's a 112. 2 hours and 28 minutes. Damn. So that's interesting. I believe that's at full power too, so that's not going to have any power difference. No changes. The 117, well, it's low power, so it's not at the max damage output that it can be. So I presume that the 117 will be the same damage, but the 117 I didn't see any mortars get through, and the 112 the mortars are getting through, which is bizarre. Let's do another one to see if I could drive it better or something, because that's a lot of cold snaps, a lot of cold snaps, and not that many mortars, but the mortar is still getting through, so I don't know what gives. Don't know what's the best way to get into this target either. I mean, with that many cold snaps, you can't really rush it too good. I mean, not my sprints on the Zelos. I only have one sprint. My build that I want to do, I want to put 2 sprints on it. I don't have enough sprints for it. So this is a clusterfuck right here. Over here, I guess we go around, kill the mortar first, or see what I can do with that, because the mortar is the one that is annoying. That's when you can rush it pretty easily. So let's try that, I guess. Don't know what's going on. So presume we're probably gonna get the same amount of damage though. Oh, that one didn't do that much damage. Okay. Oh, another thing that I'm not doing is it doesn't have the mortar heads. I forgot I didn't put the mortar head crew on, so that's also one of the problems with this test. I don't have the right crew on. I don't even have a crew on, so all right. You let's see what I can do with this. All right, so we're doing a little bit better this time. That's a lot of, yeah, kill that sucker. Alright, we're gonna go out. I don't want to mess with that. I always want to think it's best to go through the outside and then go do the inside on these targets. Actually, this time I'm doing a lot better. It's interesting. Very interesting. Wow, alright, we're doing much better here. Kill that sucker off. I'd like to apologize for no music because I wanted to do this as a actual test and not just me rambling test because I believe that's so I can get my ideas and thoughts going. Well, okay, I did a lot better this time. Don't know what changed. I guess it's my driving. I don't know. But much better. Wow, I think that's instant repair. Careful driving. 17 minutes. That's instant repair in the base. Wow. I would still suggest doing the Mortarhead's 1-star crew because the anti-mortar range, I believe that's what hurt me the most in the last one was because of the mortars. They got through. So that's, yeah, 4 minutes 21 seconds each dragon. That is astonishing. But that's what I would do. Use Mortarhead's 1-star crew and drive it like that. And you could do the 112s for instant repair. So driving is kind of iffy, but honestly, it's doable with 1 Zelos. I can understand not wanting to do 2 Zelos because driving 2 Zelos and stopping each one, it gets a handful. I'll admit that, and I'm using the arrow keys to stop each Zelos and go and everything like that. So it's a lot of pressing buttons back and forth, back and forth. So I can understand that, but doing 1 Zelos, you can. Yeah, I like it. I like doing 1 Zelos. But so that's my Zelos build. I will add another sprint countermeasure on it whenever I can. Maybe I don't want to put more charged armor on it because that's a lengthy build time, but so far, it's doing good. That's my dragon build. I'm kind of hesitant on the recondite rockets now because I really don't see you're losing a lot of potential. Let's just say that because with this one, the twin fire rocket, you get a lot more damage, and you get the secondary breath, the dragon's breath. Uh, uh, yeah, secondary weapon. That does a lot of damage, the wall damage. That's what actually takes out the building so fast. Is that second weapon? So I might take off the recondite rockets totally. Subquad propellant with 1 sprint, 1 gale. Those can do good. I see this. I might add I don't know honestly because the missiles do both damage types. It does X and M uh, damage. So I'm hesitant on adding another charged armor. If I were to add a charged armor, because I do have not that as much explosive defense on this, I might actually do an X armor on it. I was actually going for M armor, an M charged armor, but honestly, I do agree an X charged armor, extra one would be a lot better because I do. That is one of my weaknesses is the explosive defense. See, it's down to 85%. So if a mortar does hit me, or the cold snaps do hit, it will do significant damage. But if you have a good enough counter, you have counters on your Inferno Dragon, I presume that you'll do these targets for, decent, repair. Like the 112 was instant repair in the dock. The 117, before they up the damage, I'm doing 6 minutes damage. 6 minutes repair time. Now, when they up the damage, I don't know when they will, but I presume that it will go probably to maybe 17 minutes damage, or 12 minutes, whichever. I don't know. So all we can hope for is, hopefully not that much. But from what I understand, I might, have to double check on this, or see, what the sources are. But the 112 is the actual damage. They will not get revamped to be tougher or anything like that. It's the actual damage. So that's not bad for the 112. And if the 117 is too hard for this, for my dragons, without the flagship and that stuff, I personally will go down to 112s and just farm 112s. I have no problem with that. So other than that, I hope this helps you pirates because it helps me a lot, figuring these targets out. So uh, if y'all have any ideas, any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up, via comments on the comment section. Tell me what you think about this because I believe I'm heading to my final builds, my final stages of the build. So other than that, until next time, pirates.